Alright, and it's day 3 of Golden Emperium Season 2. And we are your shoutcasters for tonight. This is James.
This is RKM.King.
And welcome. How's your evening going? How about you, RKM
Yeah,
King? How's your evening? Hold on to that thought, RKM King, as we have our first attack for tonight. It's very quick. The War of Imperium just started, but the attacks are ongoing as I forgot to bring Panacea once again. But it's okay, we can still see the emblems of our guilds as JPEG is now surviving the defense of Opus Dei and Apollo right here. And that wasn't the full force, I guess, of Crayons and JPEG. Is this JPEG or Ultra that attacked this time around? But anyway, RKM King, how's the evening going? And
oh well.
what?
Oh well.
Oh, and
Yeah,
yeah, how's everyone doing tonight in the chat? Hello, good evening, everyone, guys.
it's been what you call this? It's a bountiful, let's say, week, no? Starting from let's say the gacha egg
Mm-hmm.
season, or should I say, the gacha egg cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So people have been opening with much success.
Oh,
So the rewards are really bountiful.
oh,
So a lot of graving boots, a lot of punishment shoes have been circulating. Even Wings of Asmodeus. So I
mm-hmm.
won't be surprised if there are more new RKs that will show up in this current season or current War of Imperium session.
Well, since you
So
said RKM King, the night is good for you. Are you one of those people who opened gacha eggs? Because of course you
yeah,
said the night is good and
yeah,
everything is going well. So maybe it's going
yeah.
well for you as well in your gacha adventures.
Let's say I'm happy for others. I am capable of such, no, of being happy for for other people's success.
Mm-hmm.
Because mine, you know, ain't there yet. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't had success this time around.
Well, hopefully RKM King, success is uh
Success is
success is
relevant.
what we define it. Success is what we define it. And hopefully, our guilds who are attacking and defending will be successful in their own right. Of
Yeah.
course, they are thoroughly defending this castle. I think today, we haven't checked Rothenburg yet. But I think since the forces are here for crayons and I think this is Ultra who's attacking right now with crayons. Yeah, JPEG and Ultra. So yeah, they're gonna attack with a much stronger force than what they did last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. So I think we'll be seeing some interesting things tonight, RKM King.
Yeah. I think their goal really right now is to delay this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because that basically ensures them a better, let's say, defense for
Mm-hmm.
Silver Castle for the next few days until they can secure the silver rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Because as what we mentioned in the past, it's really hard to like play toe to toe against the Golden Imperium or vice versa. So one castle must get delayed in order for another castle to to have, let's say, a relatively easier time to defend.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that works against the Golden Castle because the Golden Castle still can be a victim of heist. So yeah, the moment you delay the Golden Castle, the higher the chances of people trying to take the rewards away from the castle holders.
Mm-hmm. Well, RKM King, today is the third session of Golden Imperium Season 2. And since this is the third session already, even
Mm.
if they take the castle now, or some different castle holder will emerge in one of these castles, they can still um, you know, uh, work on capturing that castle for the 4th up to 8 sessions.
Yeah. Basically guarantees that they have to work their way again. Let's say up to the 8th day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that we have to check out because uh, as what we mentioned, the first two sessions they're basically not that important if you cannot hold for the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can say that it's like a reset button for maybe for both of the guilds. That is because that will give time for let's say for JPEG Alliance to regroup and
Mm-hmm.
again to secure their rewards, or that goes for the OD Alliance as well. Once they secure their Golden Castle, it's really up to them what to do next because they cannot take over Silver Castle in a sense, but still, Apollo can take over the Silver Castle, so that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it is up to them on what to do as they are trying to attack right now.
Yes, and the attacks are
Um,
ongoing as we don't see actually a full force coming from JPEG this time around. Not as much as they did in the first attack. So
mm,
maybe this is just you can say one of the scouting tactics that they plan on doing, or just to bait Apollo and Opus Day out. So maybe if
mm,
they go out, this hallucination block is taking quite a while. It's taking quite a while for some reason, but yeah. So once they bait them out, they can actually wipe out the people who attacked outside. So that will be a great tactic if they manage to do that. Like some members going that the members of Opus Day and um Apollo think that it's a full-on attack, but in
mhm.
reality, it's not. It's just a tactic, a way for them to bait them out in that second portal, for them to wipe them first before going in or going back in. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also James in deterrent not for OD not to attack the Silver Castle, no. So as long as they keep OD here in this castle,
Mm-hmm.
that's basically as good as defending the Silver Castle.
Mm-hmm. While Crayons and JPEG I think are recruiting right now, let's take a look at the Silver Castle Rothenburg. What is happening right here? I'm pretty sure things are quite peaceful for now, but disconnections will still occur for some reason. But it's alright. It's going to be okay. Everything will be okay in the end.
As long as the players are not getting disconnected now. So
Hopefully it's only me. Hopefully
yeah,
it's only me that gets disconnected.
if it's just us, I think that's all right. Not really all right, but compared to the what's all this the consequences for players getting disconnected,
Mm-hmm.
us getting disconnected, this getting disconnected is not that much of a big deal.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, it's quite peaceful
Um,
this time around in Rothenburg. So I don't think we will be seeing any attacks there anytime soon. So I think we can focus on checking out the Golden Castle, which is here in Gondol. And yes, the regroup will happen once again. Someone is muted, which is uh,
it's
a
quite odd.
difficult thing for that person. Well, make your presence known, I guess. Make your presence known, and
But
even though if you're muted.
maybe that works for his class, no? I think he's an RG.
Mm-hmm.
So getting the attention of the others is kinda a plus.
Let's see
That's
how
how
they will
you play
attack.
your role as a tank, no?
Mm-hmm. Let's see how will they attack this time around. Yeah, we have some people from JPEG and Crayons defending the entrance. We have people here who are going in for that attack. But again, with this much people, I'm pretty sure they will have a difficult time into penetrating the defense of Opus Dei and Apollo. just holding their ground there in the preempt area. But yeah, I think I saw a Star Emperor roaming around.
Yeah, majority of their forces are at the entrance now.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what they actually want to do.
Yep, and we see a lot of Rune Knights right now for JPEG. So maybe they're planning for the Rune Knight attack once again. Who knows? We might see a castle change this time, RKM King.
Well, hopefully, no.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we've been waiting for. So I think we've seen one during the first session. It was kind of odd, though, that what actually happened in that takeover. But then again, there were successful takeovers since JJ Alliance was able to take the castle away. But then again, it wasn't defended as well. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
it wasn't defended well. So yeah, it was actually returned back to OD.
Okay. The attacks are going to push through. Oh, just a scout. Okay, the attacks are going to go right now. Hallucination. Please don't hit me. Why am I? Oh! We got some wipes here. Some members of Opus Dei got wiped out here at the where I'm standing. But JPEG is going to push through along with Crayons. They're gonna move their land protector. But we
Oh,
have a lot of things
voltage
going on
on.
right now. And yeah, they're surviving. JPEG and Crayons are surviving whatever Opus Dei is dishing out right now, and we see a lot of triangles. We see a lot of triangles, honestly. We see a lot of triangles just getting dished out right now.
They just have to try moving forward. No?
Mm-hmm.
So they are now at the very least capable of tanking. Maybe not that one.
Yep. But yeah, the defense of Opus Dei and Apollo are quite hard to penetrate this time around
Mm.
for JPEG and the Crayons, but they did a very good job in holding on for so long. Yeah.
Their frontline was able to like stay for quite some
Mm-hmm.
time as compared to in the past two sessions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so we still have members of Ultra Rai outside that
Did they
are.
use?
I don't think they used that emergency call. I think it's Ultra. JPEG was the one who attacked earlier, and this is
Mm.
Ultra. I'm not sure if they use. I'm pretty sure they didn't use a emergency call because if they did, there would have been more people. Hmm. Well,
The arcades are here.
yep, but I think the push of Crayons and the JPEG is getting better and better. So
Mm.
will they be able to take this castle this time? Will they be able to delay whatever is happening here in the Golden Castle, or will they be able to deny Opus Dei and
Mm.
Apollo from the rewards that are present here in this castle? Again, it's going to be difficult for these two guilds. They have like very very strong players.
Mm.
Very very strong players, but the thing is it will be a lot more difficult for JPEG since they are the ones attacking,
Yeah. Well, I mentioned
and
it
they
in the
cannot,
past. No?
yeah, they cannot really put their full force into attacking because they need people to
Mm.
defend as well.
Yeah, the strength of the players are actually not that uh, hard. So this is something that maybe affected by either numbers or
Mm-hmm.
the position that they are playing right now. So attacking and defending really so this they have very different requirements in terms of firepower and the ability to receive damage.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, this is what uh, JPEG has to face right now because they have to take the damage from majority of the players of OD
Mm-hmm.
because they're the ones attacking. So hopefully, they show us that once they can take this castle down, that they have an actual plan on defending it. Because again, in the first session, they were able to get the castle from OD, but it seemed like they are not planning on holding on to it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this time around, I'm really hoping, I really do hope that something came out of, let's say, taking over the castle.
Well, we don't know their intentions, honestly,
Yeah.
RKM King. So it really depends on what they plan on doing.
True.
If they just want to delay the attacks here or the castle, so they are safe from getting attacked in their silver castle.
Mm.
Uh, this is one of the sessions that they can do so. But if they're going to deny the rewards entirely, they need to attack during the fourth session. But again, it will be difficult to attack on the fourth session because you need to worry about your own
Yeah,
castle.
your own rewards.
Mhm. Because if your castle gets broken on the fourth session, it will be over.
Yeah.
But it's a different case if they don't care about the rewards.
Mm. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Some, the
They,
reward
they
is
they
something
they
that,
might not care about the rewards at all. You know,
well, yeah, it was, well, last year. It seemed like that then. So
I think
who
I think
knows?
they do still care about the rewards, but
Mm.
they, unfortunately for them, they weren't able to prevent it from going to
Being
the other
taken over.
guild.
I think this time around, there's a chance of both castles, all this, both castles will still get the rewards.
Mhm.
We just still don't know which guild will take the rewards now. So at this point, or how things are going, so I think if it's if it's a possibility, I think Apollo can try to take away the Silver Castle from JPEG.
Mhm.
Then again, that's what we've seen from the past two sessions. It felt like Apollo is just happy sitting here in here at the Golden Castle.
Mhm.
Like there's zero intent of taking over their own castle. So
Mhm. Maybe
yeah.
maybe if Apollo decides to go all in on attacking JPEG Castle,
Mm,
Opus Day will have a harder time defending because again,
mm,
Crayons and JPEG are attacking the Golden Castle
mm.
right now.
So,
So there might be a switch in ownership if that happens. RKM King, right?
mm,
The ownership might get switched, but um, if no ownership, if the castle owners don't get swapped or
mm,
no one's able to take the castle this time, and on the fourth session they tried, but there's no change in castle ownership once again.
mm,
On the fifth session, I'm pretty sure that make
mm.
sure they're still there. Just keep on attacking it. Still have capable defenders in your own castle.
Yeah. Well, also
Mm-hmm.
one of the, let's say, one of the most discouraging things that happened recently was uh Mont Blanc and the Street Parfait not being that much available for public consumption.
Well, the
So
one
yeah,
who got them first is pretty lucky.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The consumables politics
Mm-hmm.
is really there. Yeah. So it's basically denying people from
But
enjoying.
RKM King, who knows? Maybe one of these members who are participating in War of Imperium wasn't able
Yeah.
to get any of those
Yeah.
consumables. So maybe it's just a casual player playing the game that bought all those consumables at once. Or I don't know, not maybe not at once, but a lot of them, most of them probably. Uh yeah, and it's not participating in War of Imperium. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right? We don't know who actually got those consumables. But yeah,
There's
the thing is, for the fifth session, again, there is a high chance that both castles will receive their rewards. Again,
mm,
if this keeps on going on in the same pace, no change in ownership, and
mm,
I will die. Good thing I did it. But if there is no change in ownership and things are, you know, still the same until the
mm,
fifth session, yeah, it will be difficult for these guilds to do anything when it comes to when it comes to the fifth
mm.
session. Because again, if they care about their wards, that's what they need to do: defend their own castles. But
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
just
high
like
there's also a chance that they don't care. RKM King.
yeah.
There's also a chance that they don't care.
Mm,
Uh, last season, first season of Golden Emperium, JPEG doesn't care about rewards in Golden
mm,
Castle. They don't care about it. They don't want it. So they decided, oh, let's just make sure no one takes the silver castle.
mm,
So they tried on doing that, but unfortunately, silver castle was very well defended. Again,
mm,
it's very well defended because even uh even Opus Dei, was it Opus Dei? Yeah, it's Opus Dei. They weren't
mm,
interested in the golden castle at all.
mm.
They weren't interested. So yeah, I guess for this season, it's difficult for the other guild to really, you know, let go of the rewards, since both rewards
Yeah.
are quite both castles are quite enticing.
Yeah.
The rewards are really nice.
Yeah. The changes in the rewards actually affected how things
Okay.
are going for
Yeah, even my change
silver and
in
gold.
view. I'm not sure how I still got affected, but okay. All right. So as a JPEG went in, oh, actually a Doram actually went in and wiped people here, or Dorams here in this area, and Land Protector is still alive. There is the Land Protector here, but of course they are trying to take down the members of Apollo who are defending, and emergency call got casted by Creons there at the portal. Hopefully nobody got disconnected as they entered that portal, as that emergency call landed. Curse Circle will get casted right here, but JPEG is on the attack. Will we see a change of ownership right now? Crayons need to be quick here to support JPEG or Ultra into attacking right now, and the attacks are still ongoing. We still see some a lot of members of Crayon still up and active right now. Opus Dei, I think, used their emergency call as well, but
Oh,
Overbrand will take down two members here of Opus Dei. That Royal Guard will get taken down as well, as they are going to push right now.
so
Apollo used their emergency call, I guess, here in this area, and the ignition brakes are going to go off. Will Apollo get taken down? We can see here, but no. Actually, Crayon's members, they're losing members, but
it
they're
was
still
unfortunate for
surviving
Apollo.
right here. I think very unfortunate for them, but maybe some of those members are just sitting in town. But
Yeah,
the
it's either.
pressure is on right now. RKM King here in the Golden Castle.
Yeah.
Apollo just went back in to try and find some picks. Crayons is still up here, and some members of Opus Dei. A Rune Knight is still up and active. Ignition brakes will land,
Oh,
and Opus Dei is going back for the defense. I think they got stopped by Apollo maybe in the entrance to make sure that no one else is going to come in.
mm-hmm.
Nope, but there are still members of Crayons and JPEG here. Now they are
They're
going
getting
for
pushed
that.
back.
I think they are going to reset. They are going to reset, I believe. But that was a good push. Kind of
Yeah,
from.
very successful push
Mhm.
for the first choke point. Again, that's not yet the Emperor, no? So there's a layer of defense for Opus Dei.
Mhm.
They were able to like push them back. But uh emergency calls were committed, I think, for all.
Crayons, Apollo, and Opus Dei.
Yeah.
Only JPEG cannot commit their emergency call because I
Yeah.
think they still have people defending in
Mm.
the Silver Castle. They don't wanna. They don't wanna give it. They don't.
Yeah.
I accidentally clicked it. They
Yeah, but
don't.
JPEG technically frontline that one.
Mhm,
So they were the ones who led the way for the various crayons to have a successful emergency call.
mhm.
Although it's right at the portal, but then again, they were able to basically wipe out the threatening forces of Apollo and the OD.
Mm-hmm. And I like the strategy that
Mm.
JPEG did there. They that lower left area where the dorams usually sit, or yeah, where they usually are.
Mm.
Basically, they use their own dorams to go in and attack those dorams that are there, and they made sure to attack the backline of Apollo as well, who are defending that area or that spot.
Yeah,
So
both.
that gave them the way for them. That paved the way for the other members to push, or the people with 100% human resistance to push.
Mm. Yeah, both sides actually. So this there's so this Dorams,
Mm-hmm.
and also I think an SR was there. They were able to like jump over
Mm-hmm.
the obstacles. Yeah, as what you mentioned, created enough leeway for the frontliners to move forward. Yeah, that's something that we've talked about in the past now. That it's going to be hard for people to straight up walk that stairs. So at the very least, they found their answer for that kind of siege. So yeah, at the very good job for the JPEG and crayons for that push. So they
Mm-hmm.
just have to find, let's say, more successful attacks.
Well,
Since
they need to find a way. They need to find a way to make their attacks more successful, because
mm,
Opus Day and Apollo got pushed that time.
mm,
And right now, I think they changed their positions. We see more
yep,
members of Opus Day right here. If I didn't get this Dark Illusion buff.
yeah, or maybe that was the consequence of Apollo using their emergency call earlier. They
Mm-hmm.
weren't able to position themselves back as OD can easily get inside the castle using the flag.
Mm-hmm.
So and also they were the ones let's say a little bit late in terms of the emergency call because they staggered using it.
Yep. And
So,
yeah, if Chaos and JPEG finds a way into pushing this, I'm pretty sure they won't keep it.
mm,
They might not keep it because again they still need to defend Silver Castle. So maybe they're just sending a message to Opus Dei and Apollo, sending a message that we can take it anytime, and maybe
mm,
go for that last minute push to make sure that this castle gets taken over. But but crayons, they need to be active. They need to survive until the push in the Emperor.
mm,
Because last time that we saw that, I know there's only one or two members of Crayons who are attacking the Imperium that time.
mm.
So
There's only let's say one guy or let's say two.
I think there was only a ranger. In the first session, there was only a ranger who was at the Imperium first, and I think JPEG was telling them, oh, attack the Imperium. Crayons break. But yeah, they weren't able to break it. Or
Yeah,
rather, they were able to break it.
they were
But
able to like
it took a while.
it almost say failed because OD was able to get back on the Emperor.
Mm-hmm.
I think this time around, Crayons already committed their emergency call, but they did not enter the
I don't think
portal.
they used it now, did
I
they?
saw I saw some people getting ported, so I am not sure if that's Crayons or Ultra.
Well, if they use that emergency call, maybe it's going to be a bad call because can obviously they can just use that flag to get back in quickly and they're getting pushed by Rune Knights of Opus Dei right
Mm.
now. As you can see, a lot of Rune Knights are here. We have a lot of we have a lot of Rune Knights and Royal Guards just going out and attacking.
Yeah, the supply of wings of soldiers, James, it's actually showing up in this session.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not the usual volume of RKs, I think, or there's a chance that they are playing actively right now since, again, the siege earlier stopped Apollo from using their emergency call to regroup inside the first choke point. So it
Yep.
might just be OD playing an active role in the, say, wiping of some opposing guild members.
Yeah, but the thing is, um, JPEG and Crayons in Ultra, they also have that chance to get more items for their Rune Knight.
Yeah, true.
If Opus Dei got a lot more items for Rune Knight, I think JPEG also has an equal chance of getting that. But again, everything is RNG when it comes to the gacha eggs, RKM
Mm.
King. So if ever they get items, luck good for them. If ever they didn't, then better luck next time.
Well, but they're surviving better, James. It seems like
Mm.
they're the ones, or should I say, they also benefited from
Mm.
the influx of new items.
Yep. But the thing is, if more Rune Knights are there, what do you need more? You need more Shadow Chasers.
Mm.
You need more Shadow Chasers in your lineup. You need more
Mm.
people to play Shadow Chasers. So maybe soon, we will see a lot of people leveling Shadow Chasers because that's one of the only ways to counter a Rune Knight with
Mm.
massive resistance right now is to make sure they cannot do anything, they cannot use all of their equipment. Um, Aside from Rune Knights being too tanky, what can you do about right? What can you do
Yeah,
about it? Even
it's
sorcerers will
actually.
have some sorcerers will have a hard time, especially with Rune Knights with 100% resistance.
Mm.
What if it's not only 100% resistance? Maybe they have other cards as well that can negate more damage, and all sources or a lot of sources of damage. So what
Mm.
can you do to counter them? Again, put more Shadow Chasers in your lineup. It will make sure that no one else, not only Rune Knights, no one else can go near your whatever whoever you're protecting or whatever you're protecting. But if you do that, you also need damage to compensate for the players playing Shadow Chasers because they can
Eh,
Shadow Chasers can only do so much,
yeah.
right? Okay, they can only do so much.
It's like the egg and the chicken, James. The more
Mhm.
you create a solution, it felt like another problem will arise. So yeah, as soon as you counter the opposing, say, RKs, this time around, if you don't increase the, say, if you don't increase your members, and if you don't increase the say, damage dealers as well,
Mhm.
you'll be having issues defending. So yeah, they have to balance things out in terms of members regarding their classes. So yeah, not everyone can be a shadow chaser. Not everyone can be, say, an RK. But then again, having options in countering these beasts,
Mhm.
they're actually real beasts in the battlefield. They have both the damage and the survivability. That's why
Mhm.
it's one of the best classes in terms of War of Imperium.
Well, RKM King, what if they decide to go in all in for Rune Knights in their lineup? Like 50% of their guild is composed of Rune Knights, and 50% are supports. Supports meaning it can be a mix of sorcerers, archbishops, and such, but mostly Rune Knights.
It's going to, let's say, feel like a classic Ragnarok all over again, no? Having
Mhm.
your Kalabaw and stuff.
It's 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 going to be difficult, but
Yeah.
it's also going to be quite expensive to supply all of your knights. And what's difficult to supply right now is the cure for
And
my
say,
dark illusion and hallucination. And I also got affected by Howling of Mandragora. So luckily I'm not using or casting any skills, but
it's weird.
mhm,
You're getting affected by random stuff.
I'm not sure why I'm getting affected. But yeah, JPEG was able to push Opus Dei and Apollo back. As you can see, the same strategy. They use the Doram right here on this side. But we see members of Apollo still defending
Amon-Ra.
this. Yeah, Apollo still defending this area right here, the stairs.
Amon-Ra trying to defend for Apollo.
Mm-hmm. Amon trying to defend for Apollo with that
It's so
diamond
weird.
dust.
The transformation's really weird, Jace.
Mhm. So people might
Oh my
ask,
god.
what are the transformations for? Transformations, well, you explain that, RKM King. What are the
Yeah,
transformations for?
some transformation actually give minor stats. Some are beneficial in terms of animation delay of skills.
Mm-hmm.
But some transformations are slightly detrimental in terms of say the backswing of the skills. But yeah, I think these players know and are aware of that as well. And there's also a chance that they're using it for basically for aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
So that Amondra the transformation is really interesting, no?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it how Amunra moves around with his chair because maybe that's a modern version of the chair of Amunra.
Maybe
So
maybe
it's,
maybe it has wheels. It has wheels. It's a
yeah,
wheelchair. It's a wheelchair. All right. Maybe it's a wheelchair that Amora is using right now.
yeah. He
It's high.
also wields
It's high
one.
tech. You can control it with a controller. You
It's
know.
already 2025, so very interesting.
Yeah. It's technology. The modernization
Technology
of
catching up
things.
now for Ragnarok.
Modernization of things even in Amonra's chair.
That simply means that Amunra's getting the returns of selling his applause sandals.
hmm Well, he has a nicer chair, so
Is that a gaming chair?
no, I don't know. I don't think it's a gaming chair because it has a lot more functionality. And what is the modern chair or modern chair with a lot of functionality nowadays? Mostly it's
A
going to be
wheelchair.
a high tech wheelchair, right? It has a lot of functionality. It has a lot of features compared to regular chairs, gaming chairs, or office
Yeah,
chairs that are modern.
true.
Yeah, it has a lot more functionality. So maybe it's a wheelchair, a gaming chair, or just a regular chair with attached wheels. Because if that's the case, I don't know. Maybe they didn't discover technology that far ahead. Anyway,
Uh,
yeah, I think one more attack is going to commence right here.
hmm.
Not one more. I think we'll be seeing a lot more attacks commence, and we're not sure,
Oh,
RKM.King, if the
James,
10 o'clock thing will happen for
yeah, but
JPEG.
still,
Okay.
if you see the activity of the JPEG and the members of Crayon, so they're highly active right now as
Mm-hmm.
compared to what they are, let's say, in the previous sessions.
Mm-hmm.
This time around, they're coming over, trying to do something. It seems like this time around they were able to communicate properly. Because
Mm-hmm.
there were cases in the past that it felt like there's a disconnect on what these two guilds want to do. But this time around, I think it's a lot better, I guess,
Oops.
as per my observation. No?
Mm-hmm. We see a guillotine fist getting utilized here. So guillotine fist, RKM.King.
Mm.
How useful is it this time?
To be honest, I don't know. I am not even sure if that's reducible, no? For because it's been, let's say, not that popular I haven't seen people using it because the drawback is crazy. So you're not able to like have SP for quite some time. So
No, but
basically,
but the
you
thing is, RKM King, with people using 100% immune resistance and you know
mm,
people that are very much highly tanky
survivable. Yeah.
will get it in first fist work against those players.
That's something that I cannot answer, James. I am not really sure, but but the consequence of having just one attack and you're going to bet it all on that one, I don't think
Well,
that's going to.
RKM King, one attack that can sure kill another player, I'd take that any day compared to having like 10 attacks just to kill one. Like,
Hindi attack game.
yeah, I don't want to get caught by the hallucination drug and such. Okay, I don't think I'll get caught. Oh no, no. Please don't cast, no. Oh no.
Oh, someone from JPEG, please.
Anyway,
You're
yeah,
the genetic.
they're trying to reposition themselves. And look what they did right here. They have that lamp protector, of course, to protect the Dorams or
Mm.
whoever's standing here in this spot. And this is taking quite a while. But okay, it's okay, guys. For our viewers, please get used to this view. Please get used to it as we enter the the third the preamp area. So yeah,
That's what we've been talking, James. No, GOH I think does more in terms of
Gates of Hell does a lot of damage.
mm,
But the thing is, for Gates of Hell, yeah, it bypasses some stuff, and of course you can build around it, like
mm,
having more vitality, having more HP to deal more damage. But you know, what if one person really just wants to make that Guilty Fist thing? There are items that can boost Guilty Fist.
yeah, true.
Even what fist that they're using for the knuckles that they're using for Warfare Imperium, that make sure that no casting time for Guillotine Fist.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, there are a lot of items for using Guillotine Fist. Maybe if you can catch someone with it, if you're really good at it, uh, you can make it work. You know,
mm,
o- like you know how to go in and out. You know, if like have like targeting specific people, for example,
mm,
like you know how to target a the back line, snap, a weaker circle, then quick guillotine fist. Maybe that can work, or to sure kill someone, right? But yeah, because again, Gates of Hell also takes time, right? In
mm.
casting, guillotine fist, it's much more one shot type. But again, I'm not sure how viable it is in these situations where in 100% the human or player resistance is a thing.
Well, the great thing about Great Gates of Hell actually, is what you mentioned, it bypasses the resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on how much HP you actually lost. So that portion of that portion of the formula or the calculation does not factor in resistance. So the lower your health, the better in terms of taking out the immortal. So it takes let's say guts into like using your skill on top of trying to eliminate an attacking target. So yeah, so basically a double-edged sword. That's what we know. And you are also as I mentioned, you are also required to reduce your HP
Mm-hmm.
because the base damage will definitely get reduced.
I
The
think
missing HP is the one that's important.
yeah, it really depends on your playstyle because again, if
Mm.
in these situations in North Imperium, you will still you will always pay full HP at the
Mm.
time. If you get half, then lucky for you, that's when you cast your Gates of Hell or your attack skills. But if you're still full HP, I think it's time for you to tank or position yourselves, maybe curse circle, windmill, or whatever you need to do. Uh, yeah, and to make sure that you know, some players get disabled for a little bit, even just a little bit. You know? Even disabling 3 or 4 members with that curse circle will help your team out a lot. But we are going to position ourselves here. Hopefully, we don't get hit by anything. We see some masquerades, ignition breaks go off. JPEG members right here. We still see that Doram still active this at this side. Maybe they still can't go in. JPEG is just pushing in right now. Crayons, I think, hasn't committed their. Oh, they committed
Oh,
there.
yes.
Where did they commit that emergency call? Outside?
Don't we just outside?
They committed it outside, really? Did they?
They take some crayons use their emergency call just to summon themselves back at
Uh,
the entrance.
I don't know.
Or should
I
we
think that's a bad call. That's a bad emergency call right there. I'm not
say
sure. Maybe someone was hacking them. Then emergency call just happened to save themselves. But I guess it would have been better if the emergency call happened inside that PM, since one portion was clear. Anyway, you can use your emergency call there. You can be a little bit safer and maybe hold that that portal entrance like what Opus Day is doing to make sure no
yeah,
one else from Apollo goes in.
but the problem is uh people will load.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the clients will load because you're basically bypassing a portal.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not going to be that instantaneous as you want it to be. So by summoning them back outside, uh, that felt a bit more like detrimental to their push. Because yeah,
Yeah, that's why I said it's kind of like a bad emergency call right
mm,
there.
yeah,
But who knows? They might have a plan in mind. That's why they did that.
mm,
We're not sure about what happened because again we weren't there when they used that emergency call. But I'm pretty sure they used that emergency call in one way or another. But not
mm,
all of them were there. There were only a few of them who got inside the preempt area. We saw
mm,
one assassin just using that soul destroyer to wipe out some members of crayons. Maybe they
mm.
weren't aware or they weren't prepared for that push. That's why it became difficult. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Masquerades will go off. Oops. Did we see an emergency call up? I don't think we saw an emergency call pop somewhere, but to make sure, let's head on over to Rothenberg. Let's check if anyone is attacking. Nope, no one is attacking Rothenberg right now. They are fairly safe, I guess.
mm-hmm. So
Hopefully,
time check, no? 9:51.
mm-hmm.
So we still have 1 hour and 9 minutes for this session. So yeah, so far very active for both sides, no? So this kind of activity is something that I'm looking forward to because the very first sessions it's kind of a little bit stale and it's obvious that it's a feel out moment for both of these guilds because the first two sessions actually are not that as important as what we've been mentioning several times in this team. Yeah, so seeing them engaging in both attack and defense, I think this is going to be an interest. I think we are heading to a very interesting finish because the guilds are showing enough firepower to take over a castle. Because if Crayons and JPEG actually play their cards right, I think this is not an impossible siege.
Mm-hmm. But again, RKM King, you need to take a look at the situation at the JFX perspective as well.
Mm,
Um, they can't fully commit in this push
true.
because again, one, what's the point? What's
Mm,
the point in fully committing to a push if you can't defend? That's one.
yeah.
Two, they still have that silver castle that they need to win. Uh, Silver Castle, Golden Castle. Let's say Crayons were able to take this Golden Castle. It will be easily taken away from them with the sheer number of Apollo and Opus Dei members. With the sheer number of them attacking this castle, it will be easy for them to, run it back and
Mm,
take it back take it back for them to conquer it once again, right? So, uh, yeah, maybe if they want to cause trouble, if they just wanna do PvP, it's fine for
mm,
them to do so. Like, just go all in, just do PvP. But they're really planning on denying rewards. If they're really
mm,
planning on taking this castle for themselves, uh, there's a more strategic way of doing that. It depends on how the commander or guild leader sees it. Uh, if you want to switch castles, maybe, or if you just
mm,
want to deny rewards, if you don't want any of the rewards circulating, because again, that's also a possibility that we cannot really write out because that's what happened in season one.
mm.
And yeah, the attacks are going to go in once again. Crayons are here, and this gate manager
Gate
keeps on
manager.
blocking my way. This gate manager keeps on blocking my way. Crayons, I think, has their
You're dying, you're
um.
dying, you're
Yeah,
dying.
I know. But I can't move at this point because I couldn't. I will not be able to see everything. But hopefully, we still have some action, or yeah, we still have some actions to see right here. And they really like using the emergency call here in this portal for some reason. You know
Well, they had
what's difficult in using that emergency call this portal because it's beside the portal. And most of your members, if they are not aware on where you are going to use the emergency call, most likely you'll just
step on the fort.
yeah, you will step on the portal and you will shoot yourself in the portal. And I believe members, yeah, ignition breaks are coming. So yeah, ignition breaks. You will land on that area where Rune Knights can wait and use that spam that ignition break, and you can't do anything.
Yeah, it was a viable option, James, if and only if the defense from this first choke point is already down. So they were able to like do it that earlier, but unfortunately, this is not the right timing for that, I guess, because the defense are still up. So
Mm-hmm.
they're basically getting wiped out as soon as they enter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
uh,
because I believe if you're going to use the emergency call, this area is okay. This area where the hallucination drug is, that
yeah,
area is okay. This area will be okay as well if you've pushed up until the top area of the stairs. That area is okay.
at the very
Uh,
least, you're hiding your members from getting sniped from far
yeah,
away.
you're making sure there are no points that they can attack you from, basically. So, but here the thing is, again, if you're gonna use emergency call beside the portal, you will spawn. You will not step on the portal in any way when you spawn
Mm,
in. But again, you cannot walk with the sheer number of members you have. You cannot walk a straight path. You click here, you might step on the portal. If you got summoned here, if you click here, you will step on the portal.
mm,
So That's a difficult thing when you're using the emergency call in the portal. Um, or beside the portal, you will shoot. You will overshoot. Not really
Yeah.
overshoot, but
Also,
I don't know,
you are
is
not,
that a
yeah,
correct
you are
term
not,
for it?
you cannot easily walk out
Mm-hmm.
from there since by clicking far away, you're basically showing yourself to the whole defense, no? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's no upside in terms of that kind of usage, no?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I guess they thought that they had it. Maybe they felt like the JPEG Frontline was good enough, I guess, to take over to reduce the defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, as what you've seen, it's not the case.
Yeah, I
So
think
yeah,
I think they before the emergency call happens, they need to be prepared.
mm,
They cannot go AFK. They need to be quick, basically.
someone has to shout in Discord, no? Eagle, eagle.
Yeah, they need to be ready. They need to be quick. When it happens, you should go. Just go. Help out the members of JPEG who are fighting the battle in on the front lines, right? If you're
Mm.
backline, help out your front lines. Do something, right?
Come on, do something.
Hmm? Because you'll just get wiped out again if you step in the portal. Most members or members of Opus Dei are waiting outside for you to overshoot.
Mm.
So that's a difficult situation for crayons and JPEG if um, things are going that way. But ooh, my goodness, players got eliminated.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
so this ignition breaks, the let's say the casting time is not that easy to reduce in terms of the casting speed, the variable cast time. So that's
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that that class struggles. It's either you choose 100% variable cast time reduction, or you go the stat route, like the combined twice your dex plus intelligence should be at 530. And considering a class that does not really utilize both stats in terms of their damage output, the investment for int and the dex is really going to be, let's say, slightly detrimental in the actual performance of the character. But then again, having it to no cast is a requirement in terms of War of Imperium, because you can easily get slow casted, and once you've been beaten by slow cast, it's going to be impossible for you to use your ignition breaks, as
Mm-hmm.
what I've seen in several instances in different skirmishes in this session. So yeah, I guess having, let's say, a stat based build is a more, let's say, friendly and more stable build
Mm-hmm.
in War of Imperium.
No,
Because
because
with
uh
slow cast really is it's really hard to work around that skill.
yeah, the thing is for reducing the the cast time, variable cast time,
Mm.
you need to need to use a lot of specific equipments to reduce it.
Mhm.
And you can't achieve 100% immune resistance while achieving 100% or more, like reducing your variable cast time to reduction to
Mhm.
100%. It's going to be difficult. I don't know if it's possible. Maybe
Yeah,
there will
it's
come a
possible.
time
It's
that it's
possible. It's
possible.
hard, yeah.
Yeah, but it's expensive. It's difficult because again you need to utilize the shadows. You need to utilize everything that you have.
Mhm.
Your costumes, your shadows, your equipment. Specific equipment will need to work as well. Cards, specific cards, gears, and combinations. So you need to utilize everything. But hold on to that thought as crayons are going to go for that push, and they are ready now. They are ready now. Even if they use that emergency call again in that portal, they are ready right now to attack, and they are going to regroup. And I think the regrouping part right here is the dangerous part. You know why? Because Opus they can just go back in once again. And
Mm.
as you can see, Overbrands will get casted right here. And yeah, Pikapex will go in Overbrands, and a lot of Royal Guards and damages will go in. Because the thing about this castle is it's really on the side of the defender. Um,
Mm.
Flag.
Throw defender, no?
Yeah, the
Mm.
flag is just there. Choke point is here. Use the flag. You can't really stop it. You need to go all in your push. Need more
Or
members. You need to
hero.
go all in your push. You need to hold specific areas. Again, if you're attacking, one way for you to hold is to, delay the
Mm.
alliances or other members from pushing in from the outside. How are you going to do that? Utilize traps. Utilize you know um, assassins, or any class that can pretty much wipe or defeat
Mm.
a single or multiple opponents at the same time. Maybe Rune Knight, having a
Mm.
Rune Knight roam around to make sure no one goes in. A very capable Rune Knight.
Yeah.
A Shadow Chaser.
Mm.
Have two or three Shadow Chasers roam around to defend your backline to make sure no one will go in that quickly. They will get delayed.
Yeah. So that's why
So
it also works as what you mentioned, James. One of the better, I guess, skirmishing characters right now. In terms of eliminating your enemies one by one, would probably be GX.
mhm,
So you can easily feel out if a character has 100% reduction. So the moment you throw your Soul Destroyer, so there's only two answers for that. It's either your attack goes in, or it's nullified, or it's basically miss.
mhm,
So for that miss to occur, it's either they have 100% demi-human reduction or 100% range reduction. So basically, you can choose another target as
mhm.
soon as that miss shows up.
Yeah.
So that's
And
why it's
have another
easier to
class take a go at it, like Shadow Chaser, Manhole, Masquerade. Then just
mm,
after Masquerade goes off, just wipe that guy.
yeah, one
So
of the better ways,
it's
yeah,
mhm,
to delay your opponent's defense, especially if, let's say, Apollo is trying to uh, regroup or to wipe uh, some of the Crane members.
mhm.
Oh, another person is muted. So
I think it's the same
was
Rune
it
Knight though.
the was it the RG?
I think it was. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay.
It's the same.
So
It's
maybe
the same
they
one.
dismounted, no?
Yeah, he just dismounted to make sure he's not the same looking target.
Was wondering.
Hmm. So I don't know what they're planning this time around. Oh, we got some eliminations here coming from Opus Dei. Just cast it. Let's just go out the portal. Use that ignition break. Most likely someone will be there, and apparently some players were there. Because again, this castle is heavily defender oriented.
Mm,
It favors the defender so much. I, but the what's difficult is if you don't utilize this choke point. Uh, well, the flag is just right there. I guess yeah, it really is defender oriented. There's
yeah.
also a castle. I think well, it's upper Skogul. I think it's Skogul. That's the other
Mm,
castle that's really defender oriented, because the flag is just right there in the PM area, where wherein it's really easy
mm,
to go back to the Emperor, because it's just right there, and the defense area, the choke point is just right there at the PM area in Skogul.
yeah,
So
last year it was different, no? It was the Payon castles.
yeah,
It,
last in season one of Golden Imperium, it's different because again, both castles are in Payon. I think that's Bright Arbor and Sacred Palace.
Sacred Palace.
Yeah, Sacred Palace and I think Bright Arbor was the
Yeah.
Golden Castle. Both of them have flag warps that are not really close to the choke
Yeah,
points.
very vulnerable, no?
Mhm,
For being taken over by the
mhm.
opposing guild.
Because most choke points in Payon castles are in the Emp room.
Mm.
There is a PM choke point. I think that was in Upper Right Castle. I forgot the name. Yeah, it's the Upper Right Castle. There is a PM choke point there. But most choke points are in the Emp area in Payon.
Yeah, the castle selection, James. Just remind them that it's really RNG. It was selected in random. It was done live as well.
Yeah, you know, some players didn't cheer for their ducks. Specific ducks just won that night.
Yeah. It's just that again, defender centric
Mhm.
this time around. And also, it felt like Opposite does not want uh, Crayons and JPEG to regroup at that portal again.
Mhm.
So they are now exerting extra effort not to allow them get that close. Because as what we've seen in their previous attacks, they were able to like successfully take over the first choke point. So this time around, I think we have to look at where a JPEG is going to position themselves.
Mhm.
Because I don't think OD will allow them to regroup at that
Mhm.
area for the meantime.
Yep. And you know what's also different defender oriented RKM King? I just
Mhm.
remembered uh War of Imperium 2 castles. If i- if if um if the defenders are really stronger than the attackers,
Mm,
it's
there's
difficult.
no way.
It's no way.
And also,
It's
if
hard.
they're aware of the mechanics, no, of like utilizing the barrier and stuff.
They need to
So,
know. They need to know that the mechanics. Again, 1 hour isn't enough for a single session.
mm,
Unless that can only work if there are no alliances.
mm,
There's only
that's
one
free for all,
castle.
no?
There's only one castle. There are no alliances. That that can work. But it's difficult to me. Make that happen. I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a kind of different setup, no? So maybe not a Golden Imperium event, if that's the case. So let's
Most
reserve
like
that for another.
I think if we're going to have a War of Imperium 2 um event, it's not going to be it has different mechanics because I'm pretty
Mm,
sure if it's going to be something similar to
that's
Golden
true.
Imperium,
Yeah.
like there are two castles,
It's not gonna work now.
it's not gonna work. Yeah, they can just camp their own castles all day. If it's going to be the same two alliances, they're just going to camp
Mm.
their own castles all day.
With all the flags and
They're
the
just going to
barricades.
camp it. Yeah, no one will attack. But they can just hold specific choke points because again the barriers are up. Specific crystals hold hold the specific crystals first. If they know how to utilize the flags in the Emp area,
Mm.
if they know how to utilize flags. I'm pretty sure some members know how to utilize that, but for others it will
Mm.
be quite difficult since it can be a little bit complicated the flag mechanics for Warfare. But you know, let's save that topic for another day. RKMT, I think we're also going to be excited if we have an event like that for
Mhm.
Warfare 2 because there are no portals. But whew, I'm pretty sure there are no going to be no more pushes as well because they can just repair the barriers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in the past, that's the kind of warfare period that let's say that I've played more,
Mhm.
I think, compared to War of Imperium 1. Because I like that setup better.
Well, you need to
Uh,
hold out longer.
mm,
If you're an attacker, you need to hold out longer because again, you need to go through obstacles before you can pass through.
mm.
Uh, you go to the emp area. Just getting to the emp area is going to take a while.
It was also challenging, James, for I've been playing Breaker for who knows how long. Again, when I was actively playing War of Imperium. So it was let's say, what's all this? It was a race against time. Before they activate their barriers, they should be able to like pass through all the areas that you have to, so that they cannot stop you from moving from one room to the other. So again, right after an Imperium break, so the moment the ownership change, so my goal was to actually bypass every barricade possible and position myself to properly do an end break. But
Mm-hmm.
then again, that was all in the past. This time around, here I am simply talking about Imperium and not playing with it. No? So, yeah. What was rather interesting for me because Warfare Period 1 for me was basically, how do I call this? It is basically PvP, or should I say, because it is not how I actually play.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's like me versus the Imperium, so that's what I've been doing for a War of Imperium too. So,
Yeah,
oh,
I mean, both types of War of Imperium have different
mm,
types of gameplay, different types of strategies, different builds. Honestly, you also need different builds for different situations. Um, because you need to hold out longer in
mm,
like War of Imperium 2 mechanics. But here in War of Imperium 1, you can it's easy. It's easier to go in and out, portal in and out, in and out. The castles are shorter compared to Warfare 2 where you need to go to a stretch. Need to make
mm,
sure crystals barriers are broken for going in. Um, if you're defending, you need to make sure you have mats to,
mm.
put up your barriers once again. So
And
different mechanics.
there's not much objective
Mm-hmm.
for War of Imperium 1.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe outside of
This is
securing
this
spots.
is mostly War of Imperium 1 is mostly uh mechanical skills based.
Mm,
Wherein when it comes to War of Imperium 2, it's a mixture of both your mechanical skills and objective based because
mm.
again you need specific objectives to take on War of Imperium 2. But they are starting to go in. Let's see what will happen. Hopefully I don't
Oh,
get
the volume.
affected. And they're on the floor, and there are a lot more players on the
Yeah.
defending side right here. They changed up their positioning for the defense as we cannot see, but luckily we can still see somewhat even if it's upside down. More members of JPEG and Ultra are here. I think maybe they changed their guild to Ultra so that they can use the emergency. Oh, ah, ah,
Mm.
I'm not even sure why or how I'm getting hit by these skills, but yeah, we can still see the action although it's upside down. And yeah, it's
So they're getting pushed.
I'm getting spammed. I can't recover. I can't recover from it.
100% uptime.
100% uptime. I can't recover from it. Let's let's just go here. Let's go here. Okay,
Yeah.
if I go
Okay.
there, that's what happens.
Such a powerful drug.
I don't know. Anyway, the attackers are wiped from this area once again. This is a difficult situation for the attackers. Again, a lot more players on the side of Opus Dei and
OD, yeah.
Apollo.
A
You
lot
can
more
see the
artists.
sheer number because they're only defending. Maybe we
Mm,
see a few people in Rottenberg just to scout and maybe harass some members a little bit. But aside from that, like they're just defending. They can go full. Um, they can commit fully on the defense
mm,
compared to a JPEG and Crayons. They split their forces. They have people defending. They have people attacking. Maybe, who knows? We'll see push. A push that utilizes everything. You know?
mm.
Who knows? Right?
Or it's possible for Apollo and OD to attack the other castle, no?
Mm-hmm.
Because the position is still the same. The attackers are JPEG and the defenders are OD. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be a situation uh, that reverses the rules for these two alliances? But then again, this time around or for this season, the Golden Emperium is a much
Oops.
better, let's say, a more enticing castle to secure. So it maybe in the eyes of OD, it's not. There's no pressure in trying to take over the Silver Castle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not enough pressure to. Well, I don't know. Maybe because they're really defending Golden Castle right now that they don't wanna
Mm,
risk putting more members into attacking a different castle. They just want to focus on their own rewards.
mm,
Maybe that's the case. And for the case of JPEG and Crayons, and Ultra, and on the first session it was Consus as well. Their
mm.
main goal was to make sure that the opposing side doesn't get the rewards.
Mm. So I've been seeing a lot more Dorams and let's say Soul Reapers. I think I've seen a few with like good gear as well, not just some random things patch up. So maybe they're trying things out as well.
Yeah, well, here
And
alone we see three dorams from JPEG.
mm,
Four, no, actually three. One's a Deberucci. My bad.
yeah, the terrain really is yeah. Because basically the terrain is, let's say, 50% of their struggle. The other 50% maybe that's the PvP part of it, but
Mhm.
the terrain really plays a great part in denying their efforts. So
Mhm.
there's no way for them to, let's say, there are some ways to bypass the terrain,
Mhm.
which they are actually trying to overcome using Dorams and maybe some other jumping classes such as Soul Reaper and the Star Emperor. But they've shown flashes of utilizing that. They've shown, let's say, a success in
Mhm.
terms of taking over those spots. Just
Yeah.
by being consistent in games in securing those spots would give them would probably a better chance in threatening this castle.
There's one more situation that I think can possibly play out, but it might happen on the fifth session of
Mm.
Golden Emperium. My camera is fixed again. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, one situation that can play out is JPEG goes all in on attack. Like
Mm.
leave very minimal or very few members in Silver Castle. Because again, if OD if Opus Dei and Polo goes all in on defense, they're not going to be able to attack Silver Castle at all, and
Mhm.
they're at risk. The Golden Castle is at risk, and if ever they do exchange castles,
Mhm.
right? Like Opus Dei just decided, oh, let's just take the Silver Castle to deny them of the rewards. The winner is still going to be JPEG because again on the fifth session, Heist is active. There will be rewards for the conquerors of the Golden Castle.
Would they be bold enough to give this castle to Apollo?
That's that's the thing. RKM.King. No one can take this castle, and I'm pretty sure they're going to go all in on the defense on a fifth session. Because
Is
again,
it?
JPEG might not care about their words.
Mm.
They might not care about their words. They just want to deny. Uh, Maybe they care that they are gonna leave. They're still gonna leave a few members on
Mm.
Silver Castle, but not as much as we see today. So let's see. Who knows how it will play out? Because right now this is the hot castle, and everyone just wants to get this Golden Emperium.
Yeah, who says no to 3,000 SGD, James?
But things might change. Things might change. Things might change
With the
because
chance of.
Crayons and JPEG are doing a good job into
Mm.
penetrating the defense of Opus Dei and Apollo in the preempt area. But the defenses are getting stronger and stronger.
Mm.
They're finding ways to counter specific strategies. Like they're not really giving the time for JPEG and Crayons to regroup. That's why some of the Opus Dei members just go out like this. They use ignition brake. They go out and to make sure they cannot regroup here in the
Mm.
second portal.
Yeah, they're not even allowing JPEG to take over this spot anymore. So I guess this time around they're really that serious in holding their position.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the past they're basically allowing them to seize the choke point and threaten the Emperor. But again, this time around, their plan might have changed.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they have a different agenda this time.
Mm.
Maybe they're just waiting or resupplying their potions and everything. I don't want to
Yeah,
close.
it's also possible that they're basically leveraging their
Mm-hmm.
advantage as the castle holder. So they
Mm-hmm.
can basically return to the next map if they get annihilated while doing this kind of tactic in trying to delay the regroup of both JPEG and crayons.
Yeah,
And
because
also,
because the thing
one
is for JPEG they cannot commit that emergency call.
yeah. Also for those classes, just like Sura, who wants to wait for the attackers? No, you just have to have a go at the attackers maybe before they regroup. Because some of these guys really live for the PvP. So
Yeah, especially if your preempt area or your flag area is secured,
hmm,
you can just go all in. You can attack the attackers
hmm,
even in the entrance or whatever. But the best area to attack them is going to be here in the second portal, because again, if you're going to attack them in the entrance, they can just go in and out. Here, they cannot. They cannot. They're gonna get you know um sandwiched into sides, because again, Apollo is going to be there. Um, some members of Opus there are going to be there. But yeah, what Opus Dei and Apollo is doing is that when JPEG and Crayons go in, hopefully I don't get affected that much. It's 100% uptime, please. Yeah, what they're doing is that um, when JPEG goes in, someone goes out.
Mm.
Mhm. Someone goes out to wipe, and there it is. There is the
The
attack.
Kalabaw crew.
Yeah, they're just going to go out and attack and make sure no one is going to be left alive here in this area. Just wipe them out and for them to go back to the entrance. So whatever they're planning, whatever um they're strategizing, they cannot do it. And it's been this way for around 30 minutes now, RKM King. So
Mm.
JPEG needs to find a new strategy if they really want to take this castle.
Yeah. Because basically, that's what you mentioned. Odie is not cooperating with them in terms of their strategy, you know. So maybe they just have to try and take over the entrance and move from there as
Mm-hmm.
one. Because it's what they're trying to do right now is not working. Because they basically move one by one to a selected spot. Uh,
Yeah.
Only just eliminates them immediately. So yeah.
Yeah, I think they need to regroup before actually going to the entrance first.
Mm,
Then from there, maybe wait only uh, 5 to 10 seconds, then push.
mm,
You can't wait for everyone at once. Again, you can't. It's just not possible. If you wait that long, the thing is, Opus Dei can use the portal. Just go in from here, right? They can just go in from here and attack. Especially those rune knights that are really tanky and that have really high damage. Uh, yeah, it's going to be a challenge. And so far,
Well,
things are not working out for
mm.
JPEG and Crayons.
It's just that they changed their approach. So somehow JPEG has to respond to it. So whatever they're doing in the first few sessions, or maybe the first few hours, because basically it's already 10:30, so 30 minutes remaining. So they have to respond to whatever changed in the defenses of OD. Because again, time and time again, it felt like their attacks are having more success. But then again, due to some changes in, let's say, philosophy or the approach on how OD defends, this time around, it's really different
Mm-hmm.
because they're not given that same opportunity of like attacking as one.
Yep, and emergency call got committed by Crayons right here. Uh, yeah, as you can see, they have a lot of numbers. There's a lot
Mm.
more of them here. The problem is, will they be able to push without any one of them dying? Again, ignition breaks will just
But
push.
this time around,
Yeah, they need to get
another
ready.
R2. So,
They
yeah.
need to get ready for whatever is pushing here. Again, you need to put your shadow chasers close because again, you will get wiped. You need to be ready
Mm.
when the emergency call hits. Maybe masquerades need to really or shadow chasers really need to get ready so that when you get pushed by those rune knights that use ignition break, when you get pushed by other classes, you're ready to debuff them. You're ready to make sure they don't do anything else because that wiped out a lot of players from Crayons and JPEG. Now they're going in for the push with very minimal members
Mm.
compared to how it was at the second portal. So yeah, Crayons and JPEG are playing with a lot of difficulty. And the
Mm.
Opus Dei and Apollo, they're really doing a good job to defending this castle.
Yeah, they already committed their emergency call.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, they did not move as fast as we'd like for them to move. Because again, OD is not playing around anymore, so they don't want they don't want them to attack as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a great chance that they can threaten the preempt. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
after you commit the emergency call, you simply rebuffs and simply walk towards the portal because this is not helping them in improving their chances.
Mm-hmm.
Again, their attacks were getting better and better, but unfortunately, again, the response from OD is kind of defeating that advantage. So they just have to find another way on how to deal with this
Mm-hmm.
because the RKs are playing an active part right now in the uh, cleaning up job, even before the job of attacking starts.
Yep, and right now another attack will get committed right here by um, Crayons and Ultra. So yeah, the defense is really strong for this one,
Mm,
as you can see. But we don't see any Rune Knights just going in and using that Nixon break on the stack here. But there's the first circle got committed. They need people who are still on the backlines to wipe. They can't really go all in like a lot of Rune Knights. They still need backlines to attack. They still need those damage dealers at the back to cause a little bit of mayhem for the defenders. But they are surviving. The Rune Knights got taken down. Now the Royal Guards are there. Ignition breaks will get casted, but oh my goodness, he got wiped by that Royal Guard and those members of Opus Dei and Apollo. They're on the upper left area, and we see them just piling up, regrouping here at the portal
mm.
area. Land protectors got casted. Magnetic earths will land here, and just recasting to make sure it's just there. It will not get removed in any way. They will be safe from a few attacks. So you need to recast and recast that one. But Opus Dei, they're just really doing a good job in the defending because we don't see any, strong attacks coming from JPEG and Crayons when they did that push. But there were a lot of them. They survived
Mm.
a lot longer. But unfortunately, um, you know, that's not enough to take down the defenses of Opus Dei and Apollo right there.
And the members of OD were able to uh, return to their positions.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen several members died, but then again, since they're the castle holders, the utilization of the flag really puts them in a better position because they're basically holding them at the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So since there's no relevant movement from the majority of the staff of the attackers, then it's an easy defense for them. So someone just have to like deter their movement and
Mm-hmm.
they can simply regroup and they don't
Yeah,
even need to use equal eh. So
yeah, and they need those long range and backline um,
mm,
players to attack specific key members of the opposing team. We don't really need to rely on AOE all the time.
yeah.
Single target really has more damage most of the
Mm,
time, especially for Doram's Pikipek. You will be able to take down members or players really quickly if you have the right items and the right build for your Doram. Also, Shadow Chasers, you can easily get 100% of immune resistance and just go in and out to cause some mayhem and debuff. But
yeah,
yeah,
the sources are basically free hitting from far away. So that's something they have to figure out now. But
yeah, and right now the defense actually pushed here to the second portal. But hold on, guys.
it's basically full on PvP, James.
Mm-hmm. It
Maybe,
became
maybe OD's feeling it, no?
it really became a PvP situation right
Because the
here.
first set, I think they allowed Apollo to basically secure the first two maps or
Mm-hmm.
the first two maps. But then again, it felt like OD just wants a piece of it. Maybe
Yep.
they are eating for blood, I guess.
But the thing is, what they're doing can also backfire,
Yeah, true.
especially if crayons and JPEG is prepared.
Hmm.
I think by now they should be prepared, since it was happening for what, more than 40 minutes now.
Yeah, almost an hour, James.
Mm-hmm. More than 40 minutes now. The same thing has been happening. They go out, they wipe members. They don't allow the other members of JPEG and crayons to regroup here in the second portal. So yeah.
It felt like they have a rally point.
Mm-hmm.
Once they die, they return back to this spot. So that is something that they have to really talk through, I guess, with their members for maybe until their next meeting.
Mm-hmm.
It's, they're basically executing the same plan that they maybe discussed with the members. So yeah, some adjustments are necessary, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
Time adjustments, re-strategizing, I guess. Maybe utilizing specific classes will work.
Mm.
Before it was, you know, you know, I just remembered in the start of Golden Emperium, suicidal destructions were a thing.
Yeah.
Golden Emperium season 1, we see some people still utilizing the suicidal destruction. Um, not as Doesn't cause as much damage, but it eliminates a few more people because again, not a lot of people can afford 100% them human
Mm.
resistance. Here in Golden Imperium Season 2, on the other hand, since a lot more people have that kind of resistance, it's difficult for mechanics to actually make a stand using that build. But they can still use that those launchers that they have, the other specific skills to deal some damage to their opponents. But the thing is, Rune Knights are causing a lot of mayhem in this session of Golden Imperium right now, RKM.
Yeah, they're basically a suicidal destruction, but zero downtime.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it felt, no, uh, for the previous sessions or for these three sessions. That Arky is the character to beat in terms of just pure survivability and damage output. Also, the large AoE of Ignition Break is something that you really do have to prepare for. Unfortunately, it's hard to prepare against it in terms of let's say equipment setup because Stroke card crystallization is part of their what's all this of their offense.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't be able to use pots. You won't be able to move.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a small window that when you get hit by another ignition break, that you can do something about it because crystallization basically uh, gets debuffed when you are hit. Uh, this is
Basically, we can say that Rune Knight is a character or a class that you can use brute force to outpower or really overpower rather your opponent.
yeah.
And the only way to counter it is to use specific strategies.
Mm,
Uh, Again, Suras won't be able to deal with Rune Knights that easily.
yeah. The moment
Unless
they
unless of course they have very very low HP. They got the hits first
mm,
before the ignition breaks could connect.
yeah,
But the range of Gates of Hell is not that,
almost similar to ignition
not that
break.
much compared to, or doesn't have that much of an advantage, because ignition break can cause an area to
Mm.
get damaged.
Yeah, that's why it's important to take note of the possible counters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they still have time. So maybe say shadow formation or some sort of uh
But
reflect.
I think for shadow formation, right, RKM King is that it's hard to also survive on your own.
Yeah.
You can use
Yeah,
that shadow formation. They'll take damage, but it's hard to survive yourself when you use
yeah.
that shadow formation.
The advantages is like more than the cons. The pros is the pros outweighs the cons in terms of the RK build. So they have the damage, but they can take the reflect damage as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, uh, should I say, it's broken in a sense. But then again, building it and making it viable is a part of the challenge and the, let's say, the satisfaction of making one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because the attack speed issues, survivability issues without a shield,
Mm-hmm.
that's something that you have to take note of, especially with the kind of shield that they're using. I think those are the more expensive variants,
Mm-hmm.
like the plus 13 Kulkulan Skull. So yeah, it's not that easy.
Mm-hmm.
Some are utilizing fallen angel shield, I guess, but
Mm-hmm.
that's not a fallen warrior shield rather. But that's not the ideal shield because that reduces the damage output of RKs. But then again, that provides a lot of defensive upside. But then again, building one and so all this, making it viable is part of the challenge for RKs. But once you were able to like figure out how to build or to set it up, it's really so this satisfying to see
Mm-hmm.
them perform in this kind of environment. Because outside of a PvP, they are basically decent damage dealers, but they are not on par with, let's say, the GXS and the Rangers of the world. They are not even, I guess, comparable to maybe a top tier Warlock. Because the damage output of Legion Break is really not that high. It is consistent, but not that high.
Mm-hmm.
The what's this, the steroids for the damage is
Well, I
not.
think it's because also one is also you need to have a different build when it comes to
Mm,
PVE
yeah,
for Rune Knight.
PvP, PvE, yeah.
Mm. It's different for other classes wherein you can go for one single build.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay for both PvP and PvE.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's your take regarding, like, let's say it's a fully stacked Rune Knight versus a fully stacked Guillotine Cross?
No, I will always for what's all this for Warfare period. It's always the answer will always be Rune Knight now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is
So Guillotine Cross has no way of taking down a Rune Knight on their own.
yeah. You can actually use some poisons, but again, the range of ignition break, that's basically
So
the range of the
no,
assassin.
so basically
Yeah,
you can't just brute force
yeah,
1v1 as a battle. Well, Gilly Cross is not really a brute force kind of character. It's more of
yeah.
the strategic and stealthy side of things.
Mm,
But stealth nowadays is an issue because um, a lot of there's a lot of items in my purple cards that can actually
mm,
detect um,
yeah.
invisible players. So
You're basically not targetable by single target skills,
mhm.
but that's all there is to it, I guess. Because you're basically revealed.
Yeah,
So,
you can't be that stealthy. The only way for you to be stealthy is that I do think camouflage is more stealthy if my purple is there because again at
mm.
least you're camouflaged in a way. Not really
No, no,
hidden but
it's better to
camouflaged.
have like if that's the goal, then maybe just play SC. Because
Mm-hmm.
GXS actually are say forced to use shield, which they don't really like, because that's not how they are supposed to be played, or should they say that's not their that's not their best form. So being forced to wear a shield really makes it hard for GXS to like perform. But unfortunately, there's no way for AGX to bypass the 100% of the
Mhm.
minimum resistance.
Well, I think that's the only problem for Guilty Cross right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If they have a way to bypass, if 100% Demium resistant is not in existence, I think they will be doing a lot of chaos and damage. I think we saw that happen in War of Imperium before,
Mhm.
when it started, and maybe a few months or a year after it started, will guillotine crosses are still a thing without the 100% Demium resistance.
Mhm. Yeah, in season 1, Golden Emperium, where the resistance is not that high, Soul Destroyer has been one of the more potent skills, no?
Well, we
So,
even see Lightning riding lightning ride, or
mm,
Suras getting
yeah.
utilized. So yeah,
Plus, there are a lot of skills available, no? But then again, since the resistance is that high, despite the builds being available, people would not consider using those
mhm.
because they're basically reducible by range reduction and the debut reduction. So yeah, I think they went back to Tiger Cannon and the Gizefel.
Yeah, because that can bypass the resistance.
Mm.
But is
Yeah.
there any way? Is there any item in in RO, or maybe in the future episodes of RO, that can really bypass resistances, or
I
maybe?
don't think so. I
Mm-hmm.
think they are tied to the classes, no, on how to bypass such. Because
Mm-hmm.
well, it's also the server's choice, no, to allow such reductions. So if they implemented such items, then they should have an idea that this is going to be possible. Because in the past, we were considering this kind of immunity, but but only targeted towards medium-sized targets or medium-sized opponents. But then again, the items did not well, the items were not available yet. So having medium immunity is not possible. But then again, since the introduction of multiple demi-human and player reduction items, this kind of setup is is here right now. So if you're not going to utilize this, then you're you're griefing your
No, if you're
team.
not if you're not going to utilize the 100% demi-human resistant, there's something is wrong with you, I guess. Or maybe you're aiming for a different build. No one knows,
Yeah,
because there are different builds that are really viable without really using the 100% demi-human resistant builds, or it's not available even for your build. Maybe Dorams will have a hard time into using such items, but I believe even Dorams can achieve that 100% demi-human
I think so.
resistance.
I think
But
Dorams can.
they need specific items. They can't use
Mhm.
siege items, right? Or
Yeah.
they cannot.
But there are a lot general items that can
Mhm.
provide such reductions, no.
Mhm.
But then again, if, in terms of cost, that's something that you have to take note of.
Well,
Outside of being expensive, they're also kind of rare.
well,
So
maybe if they have like bottomless Zenny or expense, they can spend as much as they want.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure if a Doram has like a lot, or has a bottomless wallet or something, they they can they can get utilized to perform really really well in War of Imperium. Like, just wipe out a single person with two PK picks or
mm,
something.
yeah. But Dorams, I think have a lot more uh things to like take care of because for one they have like or they need I think they need attack speed, they need aftercast delay, and they need cast speed
Mm-hmm.
for the things that they do. So trying to fit the current uh let's say player reduction based items will probably mess up one of those aspects, if not
Mhm.
all.
Yeah,
So you may get.
like that's why I said RKM King that not every character or not every player right
Mm,
now wants to utilize that build because again they want
yeah.
to go for specific builds. Again, some characters, some classes may find it difficult. Example for rangers, if they're going to utilize ACD builds,
Mm.
um, and such, it's going to be difficult for them to use 100% immune resistance
Because
build.
you don't have a shield.
They don't have a shield unless they want to use what a dagger, which is griefing in its own right. But yeah, but there's not much you can do honestly. But as a ranger, maybe for those people who are not using the 100% immune resistance, you can still do
Mm.
some damage because again, you can use that no limit plus arrow storm to wipe out those who those
Oh,
don't have. But they are JPEG is pushing right now. Uh, Opus Day is getting pushed back.
they're forced back though.
They are forced back and trapped. Ooh, they die. Oh my goodness. They are
So
going to get.
someone was able to, was that
Mhm.
an RG was able to enter the temple.
Oh yeah. Some one player is already here. A royal guard is already here. Oh,
Oh,
Ultra. It's Ultra. It's Ultra. This is different. This is a different guild. This is not JPEG though. This is not JPEG. And in
so
the
this
last
will
few
probably
minutes,
get
but
it
oh
second
no,
now.
the emergency call is getting casted. Emergency call is getting casted. Will
Oh,
it
penetration
land?
drug.
Yes, I know what's happening. But I can't stray away from what's happening. I need to stay here, but Opus Day were able to get back their ground. Apollo was able to get back on the defense. And I think they wiped out Crayons because again, I don't know what happened to Crayons. I don't know. They got stuck here for some reason.
Yeah, they did not follow the lead of like the ultra members that
Hmm.
were able to move from the first choke point to the M phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I think because personally I don't think there's a point in staying here.
Yeah,
If you already pushed back up to this point, right? There's no point in you staying here to defend this portal. You need to push along with your.
and only to wait for your teammates now.
Yeah,
Because the moment
you
you wait,
can go ahead and go push to the M room, and that's where you can maybe defend the portal or portal hold, portal def that area. Because again, if Opus Day is going to come back, they need to use the flag right here. If Apollo is going to
mhm,
come in, they need to go back to cross this path and go back to the or go to the Emperor. But again, that wasn't utilized. Maybe they got surprised themselves that they were able to push that far.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But also that's actually a successful attack, no?
Mm-hmm.
So this time around, at exactly 5 minutes before the end of the session, they were able to like position themselves in a, let's say, more advantageous position
Mm-hmm.
compared to where they reached for the previous hour.
Yeah, and yeah, right now they're like auditioning going to the preempt area right here.
Mhm. Yeah,
Uh,
it's already way past the, say, the time that they should have tried to
mhm.
like enter one by one. So this time around, they really do have to
Well, they still have time
wait
for
for,
one last push for
yeah.
KM King. Uh, 3 minutes and a few seconds. I don't know if they can break this, but they have time for one last push. And while this is happening right here, let's check on Rothenberg. Rothenberg is fairly safe.
Yeah.
I don't think this will get attacked anytime soon. Um, yeah, we don't see anyone, and I think they're just going for that defense. I don't think they're going for that full push in Gondul in the last few
Uh,
minutes.
well, who knows, James?
Yeah, who knows? Who
They
knows,
they
right?
might try.
But yeah, they already got pushed back by the Opus Dei. But that was a good push by Ultra and the Crayons, though. But I don't know what happened to Crayons. That's my only dilemma. I still don't know what happened. Maybe they got stuck. Maybe they're not ready. Maybe some of them, were having technical difficulties. I hope not.
That's a lot of people having technical
Yeah,
difficulty.
I don't know. Or maybe that's part of their plan. But I know in our perspective, because they have a different perspective,
Mm,
RKM King. In our perspective, there's no reason for them to stay here when they already
mm.
pushed back the defenders. So yeah, I don't know what the decision is. But yeah, maybe we'll see it. I don't know. Probably in the next session if they get successful.
Maybe the Ultra member did not mention or communicated that he was able to uh, move to
Mm-hmm.
the end home, no? So that's why they are still waiting for some of their members to return.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, that position, they've been working really hard to not be in that position, but they still waited,
Mm-hmm.
waited for the defense to come. So that's not that's not the spot. So
Yeah.
once you break, yeah, once you break this choke point, the only way for you to like to secure your stock is to move forward.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why you say RKM King communication is important.
Yeah, just
Not
shout.
only in game but also
Hey,
in
like in general.
guild. Yeah, in general. Yeah, like yeah, this is a good push. Like what they're doing right now
Mhm.
is a good push. They're all
You
moving.
just have to move.
Yeah, you just have to move. You just need to keep on moving. If someone is stuck, let them be. You don't need to like waste your time because again, the strength one guild strength is going to be in numbers as well. If someone
Uh,
is stuck there, like if someone is not moving, you used White Imprison. You can go ahead and try and
was that equal?
battle other members. I think they used emergency call in the Emp room. Yeah, to really secure this spot because again, pre-Emp got pushed. And yeah, Imperium is fairly safe for Opus Dei. I'm pretty sure they won't be able to push that. And same goes for JPEG in
Mm.
Rothenburg.
Yeah, it's almost time, no?
Hmm. Yeah, a few more seconds or day 3 of Golden Imperium. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Golden Imperium season 2 day 3 has just ended. RKM
Mm.
King. A lot of things happened. The attacks were almost successful sometimes. And there are some questionable decisions in our point of view. But who
Mm.
knows, they might have the specific decisions and specific commands that they're awaiting. That's why they cannot move forward
Mm.
in a specific direction. But congratulations to JPEG and
Mm.
um, Opus Dei for keeping your own respective castles for this third session of Golden Emperium Season 2. We have, I don't know, I don't know how many sessions we still need to go through because again,
Yeah.
if tomorrow someone loses their castle,
Mm.
yeah, we might need to go longer. But if if everything goes the same way, even in the fourth
Mm.
session, fifth session will be quite something for Golden Castle. Again, Golden Castle will have the most pressure
Mm.
because like highs will be up. A
Mm.
lot of things can happen. But anyway, RKM King, anything you want to add before we end our stream for tonight?
Hey, let's not forget, James, that despite the failed attacks from the JPEG Alliance, they're not losing, though, because they basically have their own castle. There's
Yeah.
in the perspective of the Golden Castle, the attacks from JPEG obviously is not successful, but then again, they're basically securing their silver rewards
Mhm.
by defending their own castle. So it felt like their offensive in the Golden Emperium is just their defense for their silver castle.
Mhm.
So to not allow people from like trying to siege their castle. So might as well be a very big distraction to the opposing team, and might as well try to take over the Golden Castle.
Mhm.
So that's how I feel, and that's how I see things. No, so hopefully in the next sessions we see a much more threatening JPEG Alliance, because their execution has been, let's say, better this time around. But as you mentioned, a few misstep, a few indecisions here and there. But then again, it was a more connected attack from Ultra, JPEG, and Crayons.
Mhm.
So maybe one more session of, say, slightly improved communications would definitely bring them the result that
Mhm.
they wanted in terms of attacking the Golden Imperium.
Yep. Well, let's see what will happen in the
Mm.
upcoming Golden Emperium sessions. But yeah, good job to all the guilds right now. As what we've seen, really all did your best, and you
Mm.
gave us a great battle to see.
Uh,
I gotta commend Opus Day and Apollo for really defending the castle well.
mm.
Again, it's well defended. You know your strategies, you know your points, and I guess that's what happens, and that's why JPEG and Crayons or Ultra, rather, or what their alliance had a hard time into attacking, because again you were
Mm.
adjusting based on whatever they are doing, and both guilds, it's battle of chess for both guilds.
Mm.
But we'll see what will happen next. Of course, day 4 of Golden Imperium season 2 will be on Saturday. That's going to be
Mm.
on the 15th of February 2025, and
Right
yeah,
after
right
Valentine's.
after Valentine's Day. So hopefully you're all up and ready for that action once again on Saturday. Again, it's going to be day 4 of Golden Imperium Season 2. And with that said, we are your casters for this Golden Imperium Season 2, Day 3. This is James.
This is RKM.King.
And GG, well played. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Goodbye.